continued story like I said I was going to. So I have a bunch of stuff now since I had actually started playing this game more. There is an elimination tag team chamber where you can be on a team with two other people and face three other people in an elimination chamber. And you can have an advantage. You can set you and AI and your friend, if it wasn't COVID and we weren't quarantining, to um, you, your friend, and AI. Because, I only have two controllers, so I can't do two friends or more. Because I only have a blue one and a black one. But, blue camo. And, you could just be you and your friend and an AI waiting. And when number 4 comes in, you guys all get to jump him. Which would make it better if this game had a targeting system. But it doesn't. Story was okay. Well, scratch that. It was 8 hours long and it was pretty garbage. I won most of my matches by DQ because they were mostly single matches and repetitive. But single matches are fun when you actually pick who you want to face and stuff. Pick who you want to play as and not your custom character. You can pick CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes. That's a fun match. But oh, hey, here's Big Show for the 50th time. So about, I think, an hour into the game, I just started winning most of my matches by DQ. Every now and then when I would face Baron Blade, I would actually try and fight. And when they would actually give me a match that wasn't a singles match, I would play it. I wouldn't get myself disqualified, because those were fun. Doing the tag team matches with William Regal, doing the rivalry with Shield, doing the rivalry with Bryan, doing the rivalry with Punk. Those were pretty fun. The cutscenes were cheap and short. Except for, the very last one. It was 4 minutes of you saying goodbye to your fans. They also said that your final match was going to be with one of the opponents that watched you when you grow up. But they had made you play 5 tune-up matches. Oh, here's Big Show. Here's the 20th time you faced him. Sheamus, Cody Rhodes, all that bullshit. I also, because 2 weeks before I had got into it, I looked up who you would earn. You earn Regal, Corey, Rusev, Sammy, and Bo and Neville. But you only get them for certain things. You get Rusev when you get to NXT, which I had only played about an hour into the game. Well, hour and a half before I started doing the DQ stuff. But this was before I actually knew you could unlock characters. And I didn't even realize I unlocked Rusev from story. But Rusev you get when you get to NXT. You get Corey when you become a superstar. You get Sammy when you go to SmackDown. And you get Regal when he does his final match. Which that is one of the rare matches that I did without getting disqualified on purpose. That was a singles match, I mean. Because it was Regal versus me for a retirement match. And yeah, he's pretty fun. And I love Regal, and I think he should be a high rating. But he's an 89. And he's tougher than half the roster. He's tougher than Bam Bam Bigelow, who's a super heavyweight, and a bunch of other people. But story was mostly cheap cutscenes besides the last one. CM Punk was pretty fun. Cody Rhodes, this is his last game before he becomes Stardust, so it's pretty fun to play as him. Though I actually looked up his ratings and stuff, and he goes downhill. 89, 86 to 74? That's just done dirty, dude. But in showcase mode, I did some stuff for cutscenes and shit. But I didn't realize that, I didn't even have The Rock. Because, a few weeks ago, I'd started doing showcase mode and doing all the cutscenes that I had missed and stuff. And getting all the outfits and arenas that I didn't get for doing all the cutscenes. Because I didn't know how to do the quick time events and stuff. So I did all that stuff. And it got me a bunch of outfits and stuff. But the Rock one, it also got me the Rock. So that was sick. So now I obviously made that favorite video the other day. That's about it. The realism in this game is awesome. Some of it's stupid. Like the going slowly up the top rope sometimes when you get damaged. But the chairs breaking is pretty cool. You punch them and they can like bounce off the rope. Crawling towards them and putting one arm over them when you're too tired to just do a finisher and pin them. The crawling to the ropes when you're getting put in a submission. There's so many cool things. This game could have been so much better. And they got rid of all the good features. I hope you guys look forward to my 16 and 17 reviews when I get those games. And 20 and 2K22 when it comes out. Since they just released a trailer at WrestleMania. And it looks like Ray is going to be the cover star, which, don't get me wrong, he deserves it. But Undertaker, even though I don't really like him personally, he still hasn't been on the cover. I think he was on the cover like once. But it was like one you had to buy. Maybe it was fan art. I think it was 14 and it was just like, I think it was like a DLC thing. And you got Undertaker on the cover. But he should have been on the cover. Especially now that he's retired. But that's all I have to say. I think Ray definitely deserves it. Though now they've done more than, one person. Since 2K20 had Becky and Roman. But all the other games had one person. So we could get, maybe on 22, we could get like Undertaker and Ray. And then like a current star like Sasha and Asuka. So that would be cool. But here's hoping.